Hi, tonight we're going to be talking about adding fractions with unlike denominators. The lesson is 10.3, and the first thing that we need to talk about is when adding fractions with unlike denominators, meaning the 2 and the 3, the first thing that we have to do is get a common denominator so that we're adding like things. So the first thing I look at are the denominators 2 and 3. I say to myself, well, let's see, what are the multiples of 2? To find the multiples of any number, you count by that number. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to stop there and we'll try the 3. Oops. Sometimes this pen doesn't work very good. Number 3, let's count by threes. 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm going to stop there. In my list of numbers for 2 and 3, do I have a number that is common to both of them? Yes, I do. I see the 6. So now that I know that my common denominator is going to be 6, I am going to rename my fractions by multiplying this by 3. Also, whatever you multiply the bottom by, you have to multiply the top also. This fraction 1/3 we're going to multiply by 2. Alright, so end result is 3 over 6 and 2 over 6. And now my bottom numbers, my denominators, are the same. Now I can add my fraction. When adding, once your denominators are the same, the end result is, I'm running out of room here, the 6's you bring down, well, let me erase this real quick. Let's bring this up here a little bit so it's a bit easier to see. So this is 2 6. Okay. The denominators are the same, so simply bring down the denominator, add the two top numbers, which is 3 plus 2 is 5. Let's go to our next example. Here we have 4/5 plus 1/2. My bottom numbers again are 5. My denominators are 5 and 2. Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's count by, well, looking at those three numbers, if you were going to choose, which one do you think the 2 would go into? Oops. Ten are the common numbers between them. So I'm going to rename my fraction again so that my denominators are 10 for both fractions. I'm going to multiply this fraction by 2. And I'm going to multiply this fraction by 5. Again, whatever you multiply the bottom number by, you also multiply the top number. Your new fraction becomes 8 over 10 and 5 over 10. Adding the new renamed fraction now, your answer would be, oops, what's 8 plus 5? 13. What's wrong with that fraction? It's an improper fraction. So let's change it to a mixed number, and we all know how to do that. So 10 goes into 13. Oops, go back. 10 goes into 13 once, with 3 left over 10. Next example. 2/3 plus 1/5. Common denominators or common multiples are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5, 10, 15. Sometimes a trick that you can do also, both 3 and 5 are odd. Many times you can add the two numbers together and you'll get your common denominator without having to list out all the multiples, which actually works here for the 3 and the 5, because 3 times 5 is 15, and that has become our lowest common denominator. Multiplying the fractions again. New renamed fractions become 10 over 15. And 3 over 15. Adding them together, you would have 13 over 15. Next example. 2/5, 1/8. Multiples counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now I'm going to stop myself here because being 5 is an odd number, as I said in the previous example, for me I would start out and I would just say, well, what's 5 times 8? It's 35. So I know that my common denominator is going to be 35. Multiplying 1/8 by 5, and 2/5 by 8. Oh, this is silly. By 8. Come on. There we go. Okay, so a new fraction is 16 over 35 and 5 over 35. Adding them together, you would have 21 over 35. Okay, take out your notes, please.